We're recording.
Hi, Flosstube. I'm Carrie.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Sarah, and we are Three Trail Stitchers. This is a channel about cross stitch, which I always forget to say. And if you are coming back, welcome back. If you are a new subscriber, hold on to your hats. You're ready for some wild excitement. Exciting. It's Sunday. We're always kind of low key on Sunday, so.
True.
It is hot in Missouri. We went from rainforest. We went from like Pacific Northwest weather where it just rained and was kind of cold, and I mean not cold, but like chilly.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went straight into summer. So it's humid. Missouri in the summer, in case you don't know, is humidity and heat.
I actually had a friend. I worked with her at a daycare I worked at. She was from Louisiana. And she said that she thinks Missouri is as humid in the summer as Louisiana is.
Oh, from being in Louisiana in the summer, I would say that's probably
Yeah,
true.
like I thought she was crazy because you know they got like swamps and stuff, but she was like, no.
Yeah. Okay. I think like Missouri in June is like Florida in July. Like there may be 1 month ahead of us. Although right now, like looking at their temperatures, it's very similar.
Pretty much the same.
And at least, anyway. But so it's hot. I mean, I'm not complaining because I don't want rain nonstop. I was tired of that.
Yeah, I could do without the rain for a bit.
And I do prefer summer, but it just like went from on our field day
There
a
was
week ago
no
Friday, it was like not even, it was maybe 60 degrees. I think less than 60. And it was really cloudy and dreary. And to today, like this week, it's supposed to be like 91 most of the week. So, yep. Whatever. Just part of living here in misery. So let's get into anything exciting happened this week. Anyone?
Wade got to fight his first fire.
Oh, that's exciting. I hope everyone
Is he
was
safe?
Yeah, last night it was a brush fire, but it was technically his first fire, so he was pretty jazzed about getting to fight his first fire.
And everything went well. Everyone was safe.
Yeah, I mean the guy was illegally burning, but it happens.
Get ready. Closer to the 4th of July, there's going to be a lot more of those. So.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah,
Sarah's done with school.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, I'm not done yet. We're done. Kids are done. Teachers have to work like Monday and Tuesday. I have like maybe 2 more days after that. So almost it's coming, but.
And we have a friend who their kids aren't done until Friday.
Yeah.
Carrie,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's like late. Anyway. I mean, I know in some parts of the country, you guys are in school for like another 2 weeks or more.
Yeah. And so we're sorry.
Yeah, but you started later probably.
But yeah.
All right, so let's get into cross stitch. Anybody have any finishes? I do.
I don't.
I don't know if I showed this last week or not, but I have a sow part finish. So
are you going out of order? I thought you were gonna go out of order then.
No. She said she didn't, so I was just answering the question.
Like a rebel, I thought you were gonna go out of order.
I'm gonna go out of order when I smack her in the head.
I tried to remember like what I've done, so if this is a repeat, I apologize. But I did finish the scarecrow block on my Little Dove Designs Follow the Yellow Brick Road Sal. So it's going to be 6 parts. And I finished the scarecrow. I think I finished him last Sunday. I don't think
I think you showed like the
what I
something,
done,
but I don't think you had the scarecrow finished last week.
Oh, he's so cute.
We've done, and there's these little crow guys. There's some crows up in the sky.
That looks really good.
It's just on 14 count fiddler's cloth, which works pretty well. So I'm kind of hoping, I'm thinking the next part will be the Tin Man, and I'm going to do him in Diamant, or try to. I haven't stitched that before, but it could be, she could go rogue and it could be someone else, but I feel like it might be the Tin Man. And then I finished that on, maybe I finished that Saturday. I don't know when I finished it, but anyway, maybe it was Sunday. And then Monday, because I was off for Memorial Day, one day early, or maybe it was Sunday afternoon, I started my Pride stitch one day early. and I finished it because it was really quick. So I finished it on June 1st. So this is it's
I love it.
and it's by this is Jerry Ambrose, but the name of their store is
That is so pretty. I want to do this. That's a huge piece of fabric, Carrie.
it's Mathisphere. This is the cover sheet. So it's Gay Jupiter by Mathisphere, and they have planets for like in trans colors and I mean all different colors. So it was incredibly quick and incredibly fun to stitch, and I really like it. It turned out really good. I love the colors on this.
Well,
Yeah, it looks good.
When you first showed Mom and I kind of the top you've done, you thought it's not going to be as rainbowy as you thought, but it really is. I mean,
yeah, I really like it. And there's shading. So when you buy the colors, I was surprised because there were these darker colors, but it just is like the shading, the side, like the dark side of the planet. So anyway, so I really enjoyed stitching that. So yeah, that was fun. Highly recommend it. It's only like 30 by 30, so it's not big at all. So those were my finishes. All right. Oh, my whips. Someone else.
Now your whips.
You just want me to go in order?
no, it's my turn.
Oh, you did have a finish. Sorry. I forgot.
I got yelled at for trying to go out of order when I was just answering a question. So I don't think I had this finished last week, but this is the Earl Grey tea on the Cozy Cafe from Frosted Pumpkin.
Oh, it's a pretty cup.
Yeah, I love it. It makes me think of Mom so much because, you know, those are her.
Did your miscount mess you up at all?
Oh, that's the tea bag. Good Lord. No, my miscount did not mess me up at all. In fact, so the mess up is somewhere over here
In the matcha?
in the matcha. Yeah. And this is on 16 count fiddler's cloth that I mason jar dyed with a rose quartz. Yeah, it makes me
Show
think
it
of
again.
Mom. I love it.
I gotta get back to that.
It
because
makes
I only got
me
the first one done.
happy.
Very cute.
That's it. That's my only
Okay.
semi-finish.
All right, whips. I only have one whip because I finished the planet. I finished that in like maybe 2 days. So I started on my birthday, which was Thursday. This week is like a blur. I started my birthday sal, and thank you to those that are stitching along on my birthday sal. It's basically just anything with a quote or words, or, you know, it's very open. So I'm doing this Tumbleweeds, which is Little House Needleworks pattern, which is a Calamity Jane quote. It says, I figure if a girl wants to be a legend, she should just go ahead and be one. So on my birthday, I worked, and then we went to dinner.
Lukewarm.
Yeah,
That was good.
and so I did not get a ton done on that night, but I got like the first arrow and then the star in the middle done. And then over the next couple days, I've just been working on, I got the other arrow done, and then I figure if, and no, I mean, words go pretty quick. So I feel like this won't be the longest, but these are some pretty tall words.
Oh, yeah, they are tall
And
words.
it's like maybe 12 stitches. So it does take, it might take me a while. So, but I really like it. I like the colors. I'm just doing it in the DMC. And this is on 16 count Honey by Be Stitch Me, which is a really good color.
I love that.
Yeah, it's
I'm
perfect
gonna
for
have to
it.
order some of that from her.
So yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I like this one. So I don't know. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah.
See, it happens.
Because even on 16 count, it's going to be pretty good sized. I think it's going to be like 11 inches long, maybe, or something. I don't know.
When you
I don't
finally
have
get the light fixed in here, it's gonna be too bright.
It's gonna be like,
I'm looking at how bright Whitney is, and like we're just kind of sitting in the gray dark. And
Well, I have my blinds and it's like a weird yellowy kind of light. So I feel like everything looks sort of yellow.
I think we're fine.
All right.
It doesn't, from looking at you guys, the lighting looks fine.
All right. Okay.
Me?
Yeah. What you whipping?
Okay, so I worked a little bit on my sail away.
I love that
I
one.
love it.
So I just did a little bit of the sail. And then I picked out a pattern that's not a Ouija board for Carrie's birthday stitch along.
You're crazy.
And it's called Welcome to My House. It's a quote from Dracula that says, welcome to my house, come freely, go safely, and leave something of the happiness you bring. And so I can get the angle right.
There you go.
There it is.
That's what the pattern looks like.
I really like it.
I do too.
And I
like that
bought it
vibe?
from this shop called Kentima by Kona. And she's super sweet. And the patterns print out like huge. So if you're completely
it.
blind like I am, it's the best pattern.
Really
And
nice. Yeah.
she gave me a free pattern of my choosing just for buying one of her patterns.
Oh, how nice.
Nice.
So she has some really great stuff. So I have 2 pictures because I took a picture of it, what it looked like last night.
I love it.
I love that. I'm gonna have to. do
And then
that.
I had to move the Q snap. So now I'm working on the bottom part.
You've gotten a lot done.
You've gotten a lot done.
Yeah, it's gone pretty fast. I mean, the letters are fairly.
I love the
they're kind
red
of yours.
welcome.
I do
really good
too.
size, but
Is that
So.
Stitch Me fabric?
it is Be Stitch Me Stonehenge.
The one
I
we
think
just
is the name
got?
of- Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the fabric of the month. So it's 14 count.
Perfect. I love it.
And I used fancy floss. This floss is called the Witching Hour. And the red floss that I used to do the word welcome is called Dracula. And that one's by Color and Cotton. Witching Hour is by the Gentle Arts, I think.
I love
Okay.
it.
I can't remember exactly. But those are my 2 whips.
Those look really good. You got a lot
Thanks.
done.
Well, on Carrie's birthday, I had to go get work done on my car. I needed 4 new tires and back shocks. So I took her.
Wait, did you get your light fixed?
Yeah, your brake light.
Yeah, the brake lights fixed.
Okay.
I got an oil change. However, yesterday morning I got up and pulled out of my driveway and something was dragging. So I guess, and I don't know if every car has this, there's a skid plate that is underneath your car that they're supposed to put back up after an oil change. And mine was dragging. It sounded like basically I was dragging a body or a bike.
Oh no.
So I had to go back in yesterday and get that done. But anyway, when I was sitting there Thursday, I started my Stitch for Carrie's birthday, and it's from Unexpected Hobby on Etsy, and it's called Put the Candle Back, and it's from Young Frankenstein. It's a whole how do I
Yeah.
do it?
Maybe lower your brightness.
Lower my
There, that's better.
brightness. Okay. And so it's just a bunch of different quotes from Young Frankenstein, which is my absolute most favorite movie. I didn't get a ton done, but I
It's
got
not very big, is it?
No, it's not. I got the first word Ovaltine, and then I got the put and part of the candle finished.
Nice. I
And
like that
do-
fabric.
Yeah, I do too. This is the Stonehenge also.
Stonehenge. Okay.
From Stitch Me.
It
It's
looks
just
really
at
blue
16.
sitting here. Like
I
hers looks
know.
blue.
Yeah, it looks a lot different than mine.
Yeah, so in mine's 16 count, but so I worked on that, and then I am doing Colorado Cross Stitcher is a floss tuber, and she also owns a knit shop. So she's always done, I guess for the past few years, she's done these knit camps during the summer. And so she decided to do a cross stitch camp this summer, and it's free. Anyone can join. You just have to hashtag cross stitch camp 2021 and then tag her at Colorado Cross Stitcher. And like each month you have kind of a goal. So like this month was to pick a pattern that you were inspired by, or someone you've seen it somewhere and it inspired you. And then like you have all of June to finish it. And if you do that, you can get in drawings and things like that. So it was really cool. I'm very excited about it. So when we were in Tulsa, I was inspired when I saw this finished because it's totally my thing, and it's Vintage Animals
Oh, neat.
by Jeanette Douglas Designs. And so I got it started.
Yay.
And I was going to go home and cross stitch last night, but when I went home and my house was 79 degrees, I just sat in the room that had the fan working and decided I'm not doing anything. But I'm anxious to work on it. And I think once I get in a rhythm, it will go pretty fast. So I'm excited. I love it. That's all I got. That's my whips.
All right. That's our whips. Paul, right? Yes.
Right, Paul? Yeah.
So I bought a pattern on Etsy because the willpower doesn't exist. Oh, first of all, I got Witchy Stitcher released a free pattern for June for Pride Month, and it's free. It's on her website. And it's this safe space, and it's got this pride
Right.
heart, and then these bats, and it's totally cute.
Yeah, I
And it's
downloaded
free.
that too.
Go check out her free patterns because
They're awesome.
yeah, she has the
Oh yeah, she has some
Welcome
great
Campers,
ones.
the Friday the 13th one, and I mean,
Mhm.
free. She's awesome.
Mhm.
And then the other one I ordered, I'm still on my office binge, and if you don't know, when I start doing things like that, I get obsessed with things. So I decided I want to stitch this office pattern. I wanted an office pattern, and there's of course a lot of them, but I really like this one. It's by Stitch Area on Etsy, and it's just a bunch of like icons from the show and quotes.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it's pretty good sized. It's 159 by 244. I was going to do it on this gray fabric that I've had because, you know, everything on the office is kind of drab, like the building and stuff. But so I have this just like crunchy gray Ada, which would be great. But this color, 415,
Well, can you just switch that one color out?
it's used a lot.
Well, I know, but can't you just go
And it's
to a little
things
bit?
like the name tag. And so I could, some of it is backstitch. It's like the top, the whole top of the piece. So
I think you should pull, I think there's a couple grays surrounding that gray,
That
and I
might
think
show
you
up,
should
yeah.
pull them.
Yeah, that would show it better.
chances
Yeah.
are, because it's 14 count, I might use 3 threads. I don't know. But anyway, so that's something that I want to start. So, and then that's basically all I bought on Etsy. I did buy this from Stash Unloading. This is Jackson Square in New Orleans. It's like a super old.
Oh, neat.
I bought it on Etsy. And it's an old, it's like a hand-drawn pattern basically, but it's super big. The pattern is, the piece is not that huge. It was like, what did I say? It was like 159. by
It
something.
wasn't very big. I mean, it
Yeah.
sounds like it's smaller than your office piece.
And I love Jackson Square in New Orleans. Like, it's neat. And it also, like, I was trying to think of a piece that could kind of represent my grandparents, and they during the war lived in New Orleans for a time.
Because Papa was a guard at the Mint.
Yeah, and so my grandmother Mimi would talk about walking around, you know, like Jackson Square and walking through the French Quarter and stuff. So I just saw it and I thought it was really a neat pattern. So will I stitch it sometime this year? Who knows? Sometime in the next century. And then I got some Stitchy Kindness, or we got some Stitchy Kindness from Catherine, who is Stitchy Aardvark on Instagram. And check out her stitching. She's amazing. She was destashing some patterns and asked if I wanted anything or we would use anything. And so she sent me this Mirabilia, my first Mirabilia.
Oh, neat.
Fall girl swinging. I love it. The colors are amazing. And then look, it's part of that Whisper in the Wind, or yeah, Whisper in the Wind.
Ooh.
And this is in the gloaming. So it's part of that same series, like Whitney was stitching one of the houses, and I have the ones that make me think of the birds.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
this.
So
The
here's some
morning
of the other
tree.
ones.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
So
that tree's
very
awesome.
exciting. And she sent me the cutest birthday card in the history of the world,
Oh, cute.
which was me my whole day on my birthday because I had to work. I was grouchy. And it says another year, another blaze of glory, which is really cute. So thank you, Catherine. It was very, very kind of you.
Yes, thank you.
It made me very happy
Thank
to
you.
receive it. I think it came,
On
it
your
either came like on my birthday or like the day before. So
something like that.
it was very nice. And I'm excited. I would like to get all of these. I'm not gonna put that in there.
Yeah, no, that's. Mm-mm.
I'd like to get all of these because I think it'd be so fun to stitch them and then turn them into like a little village, like finish them
Yes.
blocks or something.
Or do a wall quilt.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So these will definitely get used because we are spooky ladies and we love things like that in fall and autumn. So thank you. That was very awesome.
Yes, very
Oh,
nice.
and my only other haul is I went to buy floss, and because I don't do anything halfway, so I'm doing an office pattern. I need an office project bag. So I bought this office fabric and this office fabric. And then I bought this Los Angeles. It's part of those state series and city series.
Oh, neat.
And I like LA. So
Oh, and we are on the hunt for the Florida fabric. So
Yeah, if anyone sees the Florida fabric, I think we can get it on Joann's, but you have to buy so much.
you have to buy like 2 yards, and we just want a yard of the Florida fabric and the Florida State birds
Or the orange blossoms.
or the orange blossoms, or but we just want like a yard of it. And if you can get your hands on
Yeah,
it,
we will pay
we
you
will
back.
pay you back. We will pay for shipping. We just don't want
And some of you
to end up with 8
Folks
yards of
in,
fabric
like,
we won't use.
in southern states like Georgia and stuff, because the ones that we get at our Joann's is Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, it's
We
area,
got the Dakotas.
Arkansas. It's like area states.
Yeah, we got like the South and North Dakotas.
So if any of our southern Flosstube
Friends.
friends want to,
Want to venture to Joann's and check it
Yeah.
out for us.
we would pay you back. And yes,
And yeah,
and we would be thrilled because we both would like a project bag. of
yeah, we would,
Florida
because
that's our,
we like Florida
Just a little bit.
a little bit.
so anyway, so
All right.
that's my haul. That was lengthy, but that's my haul.
The only other haul I was gonna show is the free pattern I got, and it says it's the scariest time of all. Oops. And
Oh, that's so cute.
yeah, she has some super cute patterns on there.
That's really cute.
I love that.
I love it
Yeah.
on the black. You know, it'd be
Yeah,
cool to do
it's-
the words and glow in the dark.
Oh yeah.
Or the
that's
ghost.
cute.
Yeah.
Or the
The ghost
ghost.
would be cute
Yeah.
and glow in the dark.
You could do the ghost and glow in the dark white, and then isn't there a glow in the dark green? You could
There's,
do
I
the
think there's a
words.
couple glow in the
Oh.
dark. What the
Is-
hell?
What happened?
Sorry, something just popped up on Sarah's screen.
Sorry, let me get back up.
I'm like, what's going
We're
on?
recording.
Sorry for my H bomb. I
It
said,
just went like it slid over, and I'm like, did our video just stop?
I said a little bad word. Sorry.
HE double.
Anyway, that's my only haul is just that one pattern.
Well, that's cute.
And the one I
That's
bought
cute.
for yourself.
So I ordered, there was some stuff on Stash Unload on Facebook, and she sent a postcard with information on it, and she's the Kiwi House. Doesn't say where she's at, but she's got, oh, I can get free shipping on my next order I place on her website.
Oh, so she has a website, not
So
just
she
a
has
stash
no,
line.
yeah, so she's got Instagram, email, anyway, and she sent along with it a cute little thank you with a little, some kind of little, probably a honey candy since it's got bees and tea. But I got, this is Needle Bling Designs Our Town, and this is our town Halloween. Did I say that right? I don't know
Yeah.
why that doesn't sound right in my head.
Oh, neat.
That's really cute.
I like that.
And then I got Heart in Hand. I've been wanting to do the month square dances, but I haven't bought any. So this will kind of kickstart me into getting them. So I got November, October, and December. So I'll have to get the rest of them now. And then I'm all about the samplers. Excuse me, an alphabet. So I got Happy Hoo Hoo Day.
That's cute.
And they still have the charms and everything with it.
Oh.
And on the back is a pattern I saw in Tulsa and they didn't have it.
Oh, she'll have to look for it.
I want this. It's called Secret Turkey Hunt. It's also by the trilogy. I want that pattern.
Cute.
If anybody knows where I can get it.
Did you look on 1 through 3?
No. Yes, I did, and they didn't
Oh.
have it. And I think the only other place I found it, it was a kit and it came with like 36 or 40 count linen, and I can't do that.
Yeah.
So, but anyway.
You want to show your neck light?
Oh, and yeah,
Sarah and I both got one of these because we leave on Saturday for Disney and we want to be, okay, that's good. I feel like it's like either you're at a rave, that's what I told Whitney,
Yeah.
or it's like Close Encounters, like do.
Right, yes.
But we want to be able to do some stitching in the hotel, and you never know what.
Yeah,
hotel
lighting
lighting's
is
gonna
always
be
weird.
like.
Yeah.
Now, some, like a lot of the hotels that have been remodeled, they have the lights built into like the bed, the headboard, but some of them do not. So
Well, and you can't always guarantee that those are the brightest lights.
we
either.
each bought one of those because let's be honest, it's gonna be hot as all get out, and probably our afternoons will be spent in the hotel, probably stitching, and then we'll go back.
Yeah,
to the
we're
rest of the
probably
night.
to be like morning park people and evening park people.
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
'Cause it's gonna be stupid hot.
yeah, and we haven't done it. I mean, we haven't
Yeah,
been for
we
2
haven't been
years
for 2
because of COVID, so
So,
it's gonna be a shock to our Delicate systems. So anyway, so we both bought one of those, and we also bought a fan, which I already had a fan, but we bought another fan to carry around.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, all the essentials. I've spent more money preparing for this trip
Then we're
than
gonna
I will
on the trip.
which is always how it goes. So like
Oh,
we've never been before.
Yeah.
So that is our haul. Plans. My plans, I'm trying to figure out what I want to take with me to stitch on, because I don't necessarily want to take, I think I want to take something that's 14 count, not 16 count, just because of the lighting, and I don't know what the lighting situation will be. So I really want to take this office piece, but I have to figure out that floss, and I have to serge the fabric and stuff. The other thing I thought about taking was that Witchy Stitcher Pride piece, because I have that piece of black that I did that tiny planet on.
Right.
So I could just, and that's 14 count. So I could just throw that in a bag with the colors. That's what I bought floss for. What I should do is take my stitch alongs with me. What I'm not going to do is take my stitch alongs with me. Because, let's start something new that we won't finish anytime soon. So,
Right.
but yes, but until we leave, this is my plan, is to keep working on this. I'd like to at least get the top half of it done. Because I mean, it's not going to take forever. It's just those letters are pretty tall. So it was sort of deceiving.
My plans, I'm just gonna finish, or not finish, but try to keep working on my whips.
I bet
I
you'll
need to go
finish
back to working on both of them in the same day, but I've only been working on this one because
I bet you'll finish that pretty quick though. You have a lot done.
yeah, I mean, there's still quite a bit. There's still 2 more rows of wording on
Yeah.
the border to go, and it goes all the way around, but it's what I feel like working on. So my sailboat has kind of been set to the side for a little bit. So we'll
It'd be
see.
cool to find like some kind of like piece of wood that's almost like a plaque to finish that on. Like a door,
Yeah.
I don't know. Or frame it.
I found kind of a cool Gothic looking frame on
Mhm.
Amazon. I just don't know. I have to wait and see how big it is when I finish it.
Yeah. That's really cool.
My plans are to just keep working on the Young Frankenstein piece and the vintage animals. I'd like to do a little bit on each piece each day. And that's probably what I'll take with me to Disney. Because I'd like to get them both done in June.
For camp cross stitch.
For camp cross stitch. Cross stitch camp. I say it wrong every time.
Oh, is it cross stitch camp?
I think it's cross stitch camp.
So that might be it for stitching. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting, but I can't think of what it is. So that might be it for stitching. Before we move on to Media Corner, I don't know what next week will look like. I mean, we plan to probably do a Flosstube, but I just don't know as far as like
when we'll get it up.
yeah, because we'll be driving. We're driving to Florida because we're crazy people. And so we're staying in Nashville the first night, and we're staying in
Winter Garden.
Florida the second night, because we're taking 2 days, so we don't have to
Yeah.
leave super early.
And so on that Monday is when we'll be in our hotel at Disney.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll wait until then or if we'll try and do something
yeah, or if we'll just be too
tired and we'll make Whitney do it all.
Yeah, right.
so if you don't see us next week, don't
freak out.
don't panic.
Don't panic.
We're still here.
We're just in full on Disney mode.
yeah, we're just exhausted.
Yeah.
Maybe a little sunburnt. Our feet
A
hurt.
little tired.
We're questioning our life choices.
Yeah, we're wondering why we do this all the time. We're on the hunt for that one thing we saw someone put
that
up
we didn't buy.
that
the
we
first
didn't buy
time.
the first time, and now we're looking for it, and we're trying to figure out where can I get those Maleficent earrings?
Yeah. But so if you don't see us, don't flip out. We'll be back the following week because we're only going to Florida for like a week. So, and then I think that's about it. So if you ever have any questions, I was terrible about answering comments because work was insanity. So, but this summer.
Oh, our winner, Pamela. I have all the stuff and I really, really had good intentions of getting it mailed. It's going in the mail first thing tomorrow morning. So I am going to get up early in the morning, call the air conditioning people because my air conditioning isn't working. And then I'm going to run to the post office while I'm waiting for them and mail your package. So Pamela, I apologize it is my fault because they leave me in charge of stuff and they know
Right.
better. But it will go in the mail tomorrow.
Maybe that makes it
morning.
our fault.
And maybe since it's their fault for leaving me in charge, maybe I'll throw a little extra goodie in. Yeah. Okay. Sorry I interrupted, but
No, you're
I
fine.
just thought of that and I wanted to make sure I got that out there.
So that's probably it for stitching. We're going to do our media corner. So if you don't want to know what we're watching, reading, watching, or listening to, then you can hit the road, get on out there, get back to your stitching.
Get
And
back
if
to your
you
lives.
do want to hear us ramble for hopefully a short amount of time, I'll try to keep it together. Then stick around because it's gonna start now. Reading, watching, listening to. So reading, not much. I feel like I read something this week, but now I can't remember. Oh, I should go grab that book. You wanted to go first?
We'll go backwards this time. So
Okay, wait.
it'll be me, then Whitney,
Okay.
then you.
You go.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not reading anything because school's over. And as a good librarian, I'm just haven't touched a book since school was out. I did buy a book today at Target, a graphic novel by an author Carrie recommended. I think I might have some of them in my library, but
Yeah.
so I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna take it probably on the trip with us. Listening to I listened to a couple of the paranormal.
The paranormal chicks.
Yes. And then I listened to, I think that may be it. I may have not been listening to a lot this week because I was listening for the thud in my tires. And watching, I started watching Bloody Summer on Netflix. It's a show about zombies and it's not bad. It's pretty good. And they go episodes, I think they're about 40 minutes, but they feel like they go super fast. And season 2 comes out maybe like June 15th. It's like right after we leave. So, but I'm going to start watching The Office because I've never watched it and Carrie's kind of talked me into trying it. So
I know I need to watch it too.
So that's what I have been watching. I don't think I watched anything. Oh, I did watch The Boy 2, Electric Boogaloo. And I felt like there was something else I watched. Breaking 2. Maybe that's when I found Bloody Summer. I don't know. After that, I
I'll
couldn't
have to
find
watch
anything.
that.
It's pretty good. I like it.
I'll have to look it up because I haven't been watching or reading anything because nothing, like I just kind of turn whatever's on the TV on, like today Criminal Minds is on. So that's just what's on in the background. But most of the week I listen to the Paranormal Chicks podcast.
Okay.
I listened to probably every day last week, listened to that. So that was all I did. It was kind of a boring week for me.
It was not a very exciting week. Reading, I've been off and on reading this book. It's called How Far You Have Come. It's by Morgan Harper Nichols. I saw her interviewed on like Mother's Day on maybe Good Morning America. Anyway, and I like immediately bought the book because it just looked interesting to me. And it's sort of part memoir, part poetry book, part art book. She's an artist, a poet, a writer.
It kind of looks
so
like
it
she's
has-
put her writing into her art journal, which is
Yeah.
really, I want to read it because that fascinates me.
Yeah, and some of the words are and it's basically based on like a family trip that they took that I think they drove multiple times from the South to I think California. And so it's like each state. So I'm currently on the Mississippi part of the book. I don't know. And it's just really well written. There's lots of quotes that just kind of, because I've been reading some self-helpy type books and that kind of thing, but there's just a lot of quotes that really speak to me. I've posted a couple on my Instagram here and there when I've come across something that I think is great, but I highly recommend it. I'm not that far through it, but I'm not really rushing through it. I'm just kind of reading a little bit when I feel like it. And it says it's musings on beauty and courage, but it's really good. I really highly recommend it. And it wasn't that expensive and it's a beautiful book to look at if nothing else. So
Yeah, her artwork's really pretty.
and then I bought a graphic novel today at Target that I want to start reading. So I have a weakness for graphic novels and I really like to read like kids graphic novels in the summer because they're quick, they're fast, and they're usually something if I buy them, I can turn around and put in my library for kids. So I've been watching The Office. That's a big surprise. I'm up to season 4. That's how much Office I've been watching, a whole lot. So
How many seasons are there?
9, I believe.
Oh, okay.
The first season's only 6 episodes because I think they weren't sure. I mean, if you don't, I'm sure you guys, I mean, the show's like 20 years old now or whatever, but it's based on a British show, The Office, which is Ricky Gervais and I think Stephen Merchant or somebody helped write it. And it was brilliant. Like I watched the British Office before this one started, but it was like maybe 2 seasons of like 6 episodes. Like it was very short, but it's sort of iconic. And then so they made the American one and they weren't sure it would work in the US, but of course it did because it's brilliant. But so anyway, so I've been watching it. I've really enjoyed it. I don't know why I've never rewatched it because I watched it while it was on TV, and certain things like Parks and Rec, like I've rewatched it, or How I Met Your Mother, I've rewatched it, but I've just never rewatched The Office, and I'm really, really enjoying it. And so I am watching that, and then I was listening to Office Ladies, which is Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey, who are both on The Office. They played Pam and Angela. They're basically watching the series together. Like they'll watch one episode a week, and then they reminisce about what was going on that, like during that episode, and they talk
fun
of it and the cast, and it's really fun to listen to. So it's all
Supernatural
all the
should do
time. There are Supernatural podcasts where people do that, I think, and X-Files and all of those, but I think it's neat because this is the cast.
Well, no, I mean Supernatural, the cast should do that. Yeah.
That would be amazing. I'd be all over that. But
Oh yeah,
But
definitely.
I don't care that they have other things to do.
but I really enjoyed it. Like I've gone all in currently on The Office. I mean, I'm gonna stitch an office pattern, but I think it's this time of year when school's wrapping up and everything's kind of stressful and nutty. Like I have to have something funny. And I think last year was COVID, but in like the year before, I watched a lot of like Parks and Rec or that kind of thing. Cause I just, when I get home, I don't want to have to think, and I don't want to, like, I can't do true crime or anything.
No,
Right.
when you're doing true crime, you're thinking and you gotta be like, yeah, I could solve that.
I did watch last weekend. I finished Mayor of Easttown with Kate Winslet on HBO Max. Highly recommend. It's very good. Very, very good. And then what movie did I watch? Oh, I watched because I had finished the Frida column. We'd been talking about it. And so I watched Frida with Salma Hayek because I haven't seen it since I was in the theaters. And then Friday night, I watched The Office, and I was on Peacock, and they had like movies for Pride or something. And I watched Milk, which I've also not seen since it was in the theaters, which is about Harvey Milk, which is a really good movie. So, and it was commercial free.
I remember us seeing that.
Nice.
Yeah. But other than that, The Office.
That's all I'm watching.
Just The Office.
Just The Office. It's like when Whitney went into her Criminal Minds. Like just
I mean,
Or
it never
when I'm in
never
my
leaves
Bob's
there
Burgers
because
fix. Yeah.
it's on right now. So it's Criminal Minds all the time.
There's certain series that like you always like. I could watch an episode of Supernatural randomly anytime, you know. So
Yeah.
it's ongoing.
Yeah. Well, and there's things like that are just like comfort watching, you know, like I know I talk about Bob's Burgers a lot, but I can have it going on. I can laugh at it and I can focus on my stitching. So
Yeah.
I need to stitch a Bob's Burgers pattern.
You know what I did watch the other night was The Lincoln Lawyer.
Oh, that's a
with
great.
Matthew
that's a great
McConaughey.
movie.
I had never seen it, and it was really good. I
a great
really liked
movie.
it.
Yeah, it was good.
Mom, and the book's written by Michael Connolly, and he has a series about Mickey Holler that I think that's how you say his name. The lawyer.
Well, I thought they were supposed to turn that into like a TV or a
Yeah, I
cable
think it's
series or
going to be a
something.
TV series or like maybe a streaming.
Yeah, something.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
But
it
yeah,
was
that's a
good.
great movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, as I had Netflix on pause the other
My
day.
dog just did something weird. So.
You know, it sounds like a sneeze or something.
But, you know, sometimes when you have Netflix on pause, it'll run through other shows
Yeah.
if you leave it long enough. And there was something called Into the Lake that looks a little spooky too. So I might
Ooh.
like do Office Into the Lake.
Oh wait, I think I've seen that one.
Is it worth it?
I'll have to look, but if it's what I'm thinking, no, it's
Okay.
It's not.
Yeah, that
I'll
was
have to
like
look
a
at
few
it.
weeks ago. I watched a movie and I can't remember what it was on. It may have just been on demand called The Last Winter. No, it's not worth it.
I think some things too, though, now, like I love being able to watch movies on streaming services and stuff, but there's certain things that like when you see it in a theater, it's better than if you were to watch it.
Yes.
Well, I think you get that crowd reaction. It's like if
Especially horror movies.
And then I was just thinking, because someone had posted, I guess it's been, I don't know, 2 or 3 years since Endgame came out. And they posted the reaction in the theater. Okay, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, sorry.
Probably people have
But
seen
they
it.
posted the reaction as Captain America is standing there getting ready to continue fighting, and you hear Sam say on your left, and the rings open and all the characters start flooding back. And you can hear the audience cheering and like clapping. And I'm not ashamed to admit I bawled. I was in tears as they were all stepping through, and you knew that Captain America wasn't going to have to face Thanos on his own. It's just wonderful. Anyway, but to me, that was like one of those experiences that it would not have been like that if it had come out during the whole COVID thing and we had to watch, even just here in the house cheering and screaming. It wouldn't have been, you heard all that reaction in the theaters. And I think sometimes, but Last Winter's not one of those movies.
No,
nothing about the theater would have made it better. It was one of those movies where you're really expecting it to be this really creepy, weird thing. And it's more of a comment on climate change. I'm okay with that. I get it. But when you put it in the horror category, I don't want to learn anything.
Right.
I just want something spooky to come up out of the ice and eat people. Okay. I don't want to know that, this is all happening because, this weird thing's being released because I know it's horrible.
Oh, we know.
But when I have a horror movie, I don't want to learn stuff.
Right. I just want to
I don't want to know that Jason Voorhees was maybe abused as a kid and had a bad mom. No, I just want to know that he's the killer. Sorry, that's my little
Sarah
rant.
went on a tangent.
I went on a tangent.
Sarah went off the rails.
Yeah.
If I want to learn something, I'll watch Milk with Carrie.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I went back to the office because
And then she went back.
I needed to laugh. So anyway, that's probably it for us. That's probably quite enough. Probably.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's
You
enough.
probably clicked off like 5 minutes ago.
Sarah went to her Endgame rant. Yeah. So anyway, we will probably wrap it up here. I'll let you go. Like I said, I don't know what next weekend will look like, so don't panic if you don't see us. I know that it'll set Bobby's week off wrong if we're not there.
So let us apologize in advance. Let us just say this. We're sorry. There probably won't be a video next week, Bobby. But if there is, it's just like an extra little bonus.
It'll be exciting. Yeah. I would like to. I mean, I'm fine doing it because we'll be stitching.
I mean, we'll be stitching, so.
But it just depends because time zones and whatnot. Time zones. So we will let you go here, and I hope you have a good week. I hope you get some stitching in. I hope your weather is nice.
I hope your air conditioning works.
Yeah, I hope your air is dry. Hope your car is running.
Hope your car is running. Hope the skid plate's not falling off and it doesn't sound like you're dragging a body under it. Especially after they did a whole bunch of really expensive work on your car.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. So we will see you next time. Look at us ending the video like
Yeah, right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.